Okay, Emily and Jill, this is Donnie again. This is going to be the kind of part two of the part three, I guess part B, I should say, of part three, where we picked up right where we were about to finish. We were going to choose the destination. So we've done all of the editing that we're going to do on this message. Okay, you want to now and just double check to make sure your campaign is set and so forth. You'll also be prompted to do that a little bit later. So this is where if you saved it and you want to, you say, I'm not ready to send it, but I don't want to lose it. You can save it and come back to it. Or if you're ready to go, just hit choose destination. That also saves the information. And then this is where you're brought to. Now in this example, you are brought to and verified what campaign, and that's the one we want to use. HTML, plain text. Now you select the list you want it to go to. Now in future times, if you're looking at this tutorial in a week or a couple of days from now, it may look a lot different. But for now, this is where you would select the list. You can do all of the list. You could just do two of them. You can do one, whatever you want to do. You can play around with this however you want to do that. But if you want to have a message that say it's a greeting message for Christmas and you want it to go to everybody on the list, then just select everything. I really wish there was a select all button, but I guess they don't have that for good reasons. So in this example, I'm just going to have it go to there. Okay. Now, if I was to hit proceed to send, you put in simply your initials, and that allows you to verify that all your recipients have granted permission and you've got their email address, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now you have two sending delivery options. One of those is to deliver immediately. And when it says immediately, it's going to do it within the processing time. They tell you that Tuesday through Thursday are some of the best viewing times for emails, but they're also the busiest times. That's why some people like to send messages on Fridays, because people are going to see them right before they leave on for the weekend, or maybe they'll get when they're going through their messages from Monday. One of the first messages they'll see is the one from Friday, whatever. But if you try to send it immediately, just know that if it's in the middle part of a Thursday, it may not go immediately. It may, your definition, it may take 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes before it processes. I'm doing this tutorial very late at night, so it should go relatively fast. And the previous one that I did, it went pretty fast. So that's your option. The second delivery option is to do a future delivery option. Best example of this would be, let's say you're wanting to do all your candidate spotlights to go out every Friday morning. But there happens to be a week where you're going to be on vacation Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, you want to come in on Monday or Tuesday and get this all set up and ready to go. But rather than sending it, deliver immediately because they just got one last Friday, they want to get another one every Friday. You send it out on Tuesday by doing deliver immediately. That kind of throws things off a little bit. You can set this up to whatever date you want it to go to. So you can pick your Friday date. Select the time. Just keep in mind it's Eastern time on here. So if you want it to go out at 8 o'clock Central time, you want to select 9 o'clock Eastern time. And just make sure your AM PM is set correctly, and then you schedule the delivery. Either way, once you hit your buttons here, either this one or this one, you have the ability to cancel it. Now, obviously, if you do deliver immediately, or you even do scheduled delivery like a minute or two out, you run the risk of but you try to cancel it, but it's already been sent or something like that. If you schedule delivery on Tuesday for Friday, and you come in on Wednesday morning and somebody says, oh, that candidate that we were about to send that message got a job or got thrown in jail or whatever, then you can always go and cancel those messages. You have a pretty good chance of canceling them. But if you deliver immediately or schedule delivery relatively close, you run that risk of not being able to do it. But just keep that in mind. But it's a great feature especially if you're going to be on vacation, or if you want to do 4 candidate spotlights for the next month, and you can just get them all scheduled and ready to go. It takes you a little time to put it in there, but once you've got them scheduled, then you can walk away and be done. Once you select that, you hit deliver immediately. I'm not going to do this for this example, but it'll let you know that there's It'll tell you that your message is pending, etc., etc. And then what you're waiting for is for this to come in. As soon as this message comes in, then you know you've sent the right message. And you may or may not be able to see the top part of here. I'm going to try to move that up just a bit, where you can see where it came from, who it came from. It came from Liz to me, and here's the subject line. And again, all that was done from right inside iContact. And when the message comes in, it looks just like this. Down there at the bottom, you can see all the stuff where it came from, and you see your managed subscription. People can select that. They can forward to a friend. They can put some messages in there, and it's a nice little feature they can have. So pretty much that's it. And then when you're done sending it, after the message has been sent, you go back to your create messages, and you'll reuse the sent message, and you're back to selecting your candidate spotlight, and you're doing it all over again by changing who it's from and your subject line and any content that you need to change. Obviously, each week this is going to have to change, but you're going to send out 3 different BDM messages. You'll just resend the messages under the different campaigns, and you'll be good to go. And it's that simple. Anyway, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email, Donnie@marketingtwins.com. Thanks, guys.